Good day. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your SPDR ETF wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Monday, the 5th of April, 2021. All right, big up day in the stock market and the indices, but remember, Stock Trader's Almanac. Big up days on a Monday often lead to a Tuesday break or an attempt to break on a Tuesday. We'll see what gives on that. I've been a follower of that for many, many years. Couple it with other work to see what a rally carries to, and then we make some decisions from there. Today, Gamestop down a little bit. They're doing another stock offering. Can you blame them? This company got so lucky. You know, it was a down to near nothing, written off for dead. Then the people from Chewy come in, and all of a sudden they bring on other board members. The short covering takes place, goes to $500, finds a home in the 180 to 200 range, and now they're going to offer 3.5 million shares for sale. So they're going to get $1 billion in cash. That can change the life of a company. AMC, big showing in the movies. Why not? People are getting their COVID shots and they want to do things. So that's a sign. I had a friend that's, I was this weekend for Easter out, and in talking to my friend, one of them's a camper. He goes camping throughout a good part of the summer, one of these monster campers. So I said to him, what do you do when you go? And he pulls his with a huge truck. So there's different versions. You can sit in them and drive them, different types. His is large for this one that he likes, this one. And to make a long story short, he said they were going to Colorado. They had to cancel. They can't find campsites. Whoa. So that tells me that people are going to be driving and going out. That's my point. You know, if you start looking, the airlines are saying if you don't book now, 45% increase in fares could be coming. People are out. And you're seeing it in the stock market as our numbers are improving, as vaccines. You hit 4 million shots on one day this weekend, I understand. 3 million's the average a day. We're getting going. The state of Indiana is inviting Illinois residents in if they've waived the state requirement to get the shots. That's a great thing. More people getting it. I applaud them. Okay, so we take a look at GameStop. It's stuck at this range here. The basic trend of the market has been lower highs, lower lows. I think it did well today when they announced that stock offering. You have to take out 204.30 in order to take the bears away from this play. If it gains any downside traction, it could go back to the lower Bollinger Band, but over 204.30 negates the downtrend. AMC. You've been playing at the 18-day average. You tried to break down. First good weekend, boom, right back up. You're out of that downtrend. Resistance 1134. You got to 11.25 today, and you're oversold. Then we go to PAVE. Now, if you take a look, this is the highest close. Something bothered me that I heard on CNBC today as they were talking about this. I think it was CNBC. I might be wrong. It might be Bloomberg. One of the announcers that covers Washington was saying that he doesn't think that the infrastructure bill is really going to be able to be taken up until the fall. So whatever you're putting into this now is the hope and the prayer. Keep that in the back of your mind. Markets have a way of making moves, then having to consolidate those. So I listen to those things. We'll see what goes on because we're all hearing, oh, we're going to get infrastructure and the administration is going to push it through. Well, pushing it through, if they're waiting till the fall, that's all of April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months away at the earliest. Be careful. I'm still bullish, still looking at the market. I see it's over the 18-day average, trend up, bias up, resistance, the upper Bollinger Band, and it's working like a charm. Are we embedded? No, you're overbought. So I think the pros are taking money off the table as they're buying here against that upper Bollinger Band and buying until they lose that uptrend on the swing line. THCX, well, you can't keep a good high down. See how the market came down? Now it's back up fighting at the 18-day average. I'm sure you got the pun on my words. I'm not the best comedian. You get this going right here. You're oversold. It's not worth, in my opinion, pursuing anything. But here's what's going on. There's a bigger picture here. Do you not see the sideways action in the Bollinger Band and how the market's just traveling in that? This is a consolidation pattern. These consolidation patterns rip traders up. You're trying to catch the thrust patterns, be it up, be it down, like I just pointed, boy, or up. That's what you're trying to catch. This is where you get burned a lot because it's just consolidating price. That's what I think is going on there. SMH, the shortage in the chips, well, you can see all the semiconductors here, higher lows, higher highs. Now, it's a sign of strength that the market's 2 days in a row over the upper Bollinger Band, but it's not going to stay there very long. It is going to break back under that because 95% of the time the market trades within the Bollinger Band, which means this algorithm is going to adjust to price, and price will be looking at it in combination with pros that know how to work this. So getting up there, I think the pros, if we come back here to, this was Wednesday's close. You hadn't hit that number. You got to it on Friday. That's where I think they took some money off the table. Today was extra gravy, but I'll be surprised if we stay over it very long. And I'm not bearish. I just look for it to get in that Bollinger Band. In the industrial sector, how could you not be friendly to this? 900,000 plus jobs were added. What do you think we're going to do with those people? We're going to make things. Higher lows, higher highs to the band, you're embedded. Take the embedded Bollinger Band course to learn about that. XLE, what do we have? We have higher lows and a higher high, but you're under the 18-day average. So the bias, as I define it, when the market's under the red line, the 18-day average, the bias is down, which is a filter on the swing line. So while the swing line's bullish, the bias is down and momentum is flat. Not much going on there. SPY, up to the races, overbought, big rally on a Monday often leads to a form of a price correction attempt, at least, on a Tuesday. Let's see if I'm right on that. You're over the upper Bollinger Band. Same in the emerging markets. Is this a breakout of this sideways action? Cannot tell today, but I'll be able to give you my opinion of it tomorrow. And the reason is I need another close outside of it to close a certain way, and I'll discuss it tomorrow, what that way is. In GLD, you're just fighting at the 18-day average. So we're going into one of those psychiatry trades, as I call them. The market doesn't follow through either which way. You go crazy in the midst of it. You're also not getting a trend. You have higher highs, lower lows. You had a contra after this big break, a contra trend rally back to the 18-day average that went absolutely nowhere. Then we come to GDX. You're not trending. You got a lower low and a higher high. So this is a washout that occurred after you broke the downtrend. Now, on this close on Wednesday, 32.79, you had not broken through 32.80. You did it here, and for traders that didn't believe it, well, today they looked at the market and probably bought their way out if they weren't comfortable. TLT, where you stuck. You don't see that? You're just stuck at the 18-day average. And again, this is a market that's trying to narrow itself in. Now, the trend is up and the bias is up. You'd have to take out 134.97 to break that uptrend. And by the way, that could start another downtrend if it begins. And if you can clear 137.60, you got a shot wherever that upper Bollinger Band comes in. It'll probably be around 139. In FXE, you got up today to 110.73, taking out 110.60. You ended a down phase. So this leg down that began all the way here, to me, ended today. And now I look for the consolidation to begin in the market. You also lost the embedded reading, which often points to the market making an attempt at the 18-day average of closes. I'm wrong on that if you get back under 109.74 before that takes place. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you tomorrow. You have a great day. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.